Hello, Aluxers. What an amazing day you have ahead of yourself. You don't take these summer Sundays for granted, do you? We know you don't. With this positive energy flowing around, we decided to take you on a trip to the perfect life, one where everything goes your way. Your only job is to pay attention to the underlying ideas that govern a luxurious and fulfilling life. As we go through the list, we'd like you to envision what each of these luxuries would mean for you, and who knows, maybe one day you'll make all of these a reality. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. For us, luxury isn't about diamond-encrusted yachts. Instead, it's the freedom to enjoy the most amazing parts of life, uninterrupted by the necessities of survival. Here's our take on the 15 luxuries to strive for in life. Number 1. Living in a beautiful city. We remember waking up in Paris, Vienna, or Rome and having a smile on our faces as we were opening our eyes. A beautiful city has intangible economic value. The people are happier, you enjoy life more. Walking to a coffee shop and sipping your macchiato, overseeing beauty early in the day fills you with an energy like no other. Yes, beautiful cities are expensive to live in, but there's nothing quite like the energy you get in them. Going for a run in Central Park or down the boardwalk in Santa Monica, grabbing a cold-pressed smoothie at La Boqueria Marketplace in Barcelona is something different. There's value in where you live, and most people settle for the city they were born in just because it's convenient. Dream bigger, Aluxers. Travel, see these places, and make it your mission to one day, maybe soon, to enjoy all the benefits these incredible places offer. Just be sure to pick one that works best for you. Number 2. Not having to wake up to go to work. Luxury is not having to do something just because you have to. If you've been an Aluxer for a while, you know we're big advocates of waking up as early as you can to make the most out of each day. But do it because you're excited to wake up. You're excited about what awaits you. Sacrificing sleep just to shower, put on some clothes, be stuck in traffic until you eventually end up in an office, doing an unfulfilling job just because it pays the bills, doesn't seem like it's something anyone wants to do. The luxury comes from the freedom to pursue what you want to pursue. Many of you know that those extra 30 minutes spent in bed holding your partner tight make life worth it, and you shouldn't have to sacrifice those moments because there aren't that many to begin with. And speaking of those moments, Number 3. Quality time with your kids and spouse. Time goes by so quickly. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of everything urgent and important without realizing what's important in the long run. Truth be told, you're not getting a second chance to see your kids grow up. Spending time with them, showing them the world, being an active part of their development, for many is a luxury. Life is complicated, expensive, and difficult to navigate. Sacrifices need to be made, and some end up sacrificing this one in a lifetime opportunity to spend time with their kids, saying it's for their future, for their benefit. The spark you had initially slowly fades away because people take relationships for granted. When's the last time you truly made your partner smile? When's the last time they told you they love you and you felt it? It's easy to think of cars, bags, sneakers, dollar bills, chains, and whatever else MTV told you as a luxury. But the moment you take a step back, you see clearly what makes you wealthy. By the way, this would be a great time to hit the like button on our video and help our channel keep doing what we're doing. A big thank you to those of you who do. Number 4. Quality food and drinks. We're going to say this once. The majority of the population has no idea what and how to eat. More people are dying from obesity than hunger. Diabetes is in the top 5 deadliest diseases in the US. We live in a world of abundance, of a lot. You know what we have a lot of? Junk addiction. We buy junk, we eat junk, we drink junk. Look in your fridge right now. Even better, look around you. There's probably food lying around you right now. They get you addicted to sugars, to food that gets your brain fired up and asks for more. Quality food isn't more expensive than regular food, but it isn't as convenient. Everything good in life takes time. When's the last time you had a great meal? Here's what a great meal is. You take part in the cooking process. You use ingredients that are in season, not flown in from the other side of the world and have never seen the sun themselves. You eat outdoors, so you can hear and feel the wind and the sun brushing on your skin. At the table, you're surrounded by friends and loved ones who are laughing. There isn't an abundance of food because you're eating for taste and sharing it with them. Because of the quality ingredients, the taste is amazing. You can almost feel it just listening to this. Your mouth is probably watering. You follow it with a great glass of wine, and you tell stories until the sun sets down and it gets chilly outside. We've had many similar experiences throughout our life where you simply realize you're enjoying life, not just surviving it. Before you say this kind of experience is expensive, we've had it for less than $15 a person. Quality wine isn't expensive. Quality food isn't expensive. You're just accustomed to paying $20 at McDonald's and mindlessly filling your eating hole instead of looking for alternatives. Number 5. Feeling like you're in control of your life. A fundamental part of any life worth living is the feeling of power that comes from making your own decisions and you being better off because of them. Too many people live lives somebody else picked for them. They pick your job, they pick your schedules, they pick what you wear, who to marry, essentially, who to be. Too many people live lives they don't enjoy just to impress others. There's nothing like being in control over your own life, your existence, not being limited by others. You're free, and freedom is the epitome of luxury. Luxury is about being in control of your environment, but more importantly, of yourself and your destiny. The only way to predict the future is to create it. That's why you need goals. That's why you need a game plan if you don't feel like you're in control over your life. Everything we've learned and used to crush every single goal we've set for ourselves is so far being currently distilled and packaged for your easy consumption in our latest premium experience, Goal Mastery. We really wanted to get this out to you guys sooner, but this year hasn't been kind to any schedule. Yet we're still going live with it soon. Go to Alux.com/goals and make sure your name is on the email list. That way you'll be first to know when we launch, and you'll get a little present from us. Number 6. Simplicity. They told you to go shopping. They told you it would make you happy, having all those beautiful things. They lied to you. They took the money and bought simplicity for themselves, leaving you with all the nonsense, all the stuff. We've never had this much stuff as we have today. We feel overwhelmed by it. We can barely keep it all in order and clean. And yet, we guarantee you already have a couple of things in mind you can't wait to buy for yourselves. The things we own end up owning us, which is why the ultimate act of freedom is having only the essentials. Now, we don't recommend you go live in a barrel like old Diogenes and drink only water with your hands, but there is a secret to living a simple yet elegant life. The happiest people in the world live simple lives. The more stuff you own, the more stressed out you become. You're carrying all that stuff with you, literally and metaphorically. This is why in recent years, minimalism has become so trendy. People are beginning to realize just how little they actually need and how happy they are when they free themselves of excessive material possessions. What's the point of buying everything in the world just to realize you don't need it? Number 7. Heritage. Who are you? Where do you come from? Who were your parents? What did they leave behind? What will you leave behind? What will the world know you for? Will it even remember you? The world never forgets true value, whatever form it might take. We remember their names, what they did, what they stood for. Heritage is not to be taken lightly. It takes multiple generations all working together to build and preserve it. That's why, in the words of Steve Jobs, 100 years from now, people will no longer know about iPhones, but they will still drink Dom Perignon. Maybe you're the first one in your family tree to build a notable legacy, but never take for granted your past. Everyone survived and tried to do their best. They managed to get you here. What you do now is in your hands. Luxury is understanding the value of heritage and paying homage when you're in its presence. Number 8. A comfortable home. People live in boxes stacked on top of one another, trapped without knowing it, with the illusion of freedom just because they've been given a key to their own cage. They all come back on their own and lock themselves inside that tiny cage. A bird can't fly in a cage, so what makes you think you can fly in a studio apartment? Your home is where you spend most of your life. Allow it to inspire you. A third of your life is spent in your bed. Invest in a quality mattress, good pillows, high thread linens. Stop wearing the same Spider-Man or unicorn jammies and upgrade. Luxury and comfort go hand in hand, and comfort allows you to be more than you are. If you're busy fixing the same leaking pipe every week, when do you think you'll have the time to be more than you are? A comfortable home is a clean home. We already talked about simplicity, about optimizing your living space, so that when you open your eyes in the morning, you feel blessed to be in this home. If that's not the case, well, you've got some work to do. Number 9. Other people recognizing your success. We are social creatures. Anyone who looks up Maslow's hierarchy of needs knows that esteem, the recognition for peers and others, is right up there under self-actualization, which is basically what the entire list right here leads to. But let's break this apart first. Picture this. You finally did it. You had some help along the way, but it was mostly you. Those who doubted you, who said you were not good enough, not smart enough, didn't have what it takes, or that there's just no way you could do it, are now furious with envy and biting their tongues. Your parents are proud of the person you've become. Your peers look up to you for guidance and inspiration. Your partner couldn't be any more proud to have you as their other half, and your kids want to be just like you when they grow up. This is what true luxury is. It's this feeling captured and made a part of your life. You might be thinking, who cares about what other people think? But when you're all by yourself, you know it's you who cares. You care what they think. You care what you think about yourself. Giving the entire world the finger and screaming from the bottom of your lungs a big F you to the world doesn't add real value. But you know what does? Actual success. Putting in the work and building that new reality. In order to get to the top of the pyramid, you need to climb through all of the levels. Number 10. Feeling safe and privacy. There are levels to safety and privacy. Security no longer comes from fearing that a lion will eat you. Instead, it focuses on how predictable your future is, how well you sleep at night, how much do you worry on a daily basis, how far away are you from danger. Social media has been amazing for society, but in the process, we've sacrificed something we took for granted. Privacy. You gave away everything you are to Facebook, and in exchange, they allowed you to keep seeing pictures of your high school crush. You never realized just how much of who you are is already out there. The problem is, you probably can't ever take it back. Beyoncé tried her best to get this picture off the internet, and here we are using it just to prove a point. Fortunately, things are slowly beginning to change for the average person. The rich have known the value of privacy for years. It's only now that the average person is beginning to take notice. Although you're physically safe, we spend most of our time online these days, and the danger is adapting with the times we live in. Every time you use the internet, including right now, these companies are monitoring everything you do, what you watch, what you listen to, what you write in the comments, who your friends are, who you're stalking, and more. They package up your information and sell it to other companies. The first step to take back control of your online activity is to use a VPN. It's a super simple app to us, and with one click, all of your activity is hidden from whoever's watching. Go to Alux.com/VPN right now and get 70% off on a 3-year plan. It's a no-brainer. We've been using NordVPN for years, so we made sure they're looking out for our community as well. Get the VPN now and you're set for the next 3 years. Number 11. Not having debts to pay. What is life like to go through it nonchalantly knowing that there are no chains holding you down? We said it once and we'll say it again. Debt is the modern version of slavery. We know rich people who, despite their tremendous wealth, are so much in debt it's keeping them up at night. For many, it takes years before ridding themselves of the chains of debt. Some people go through their entire life consistently in debt. Student loan debt, mortgage debt, surviving till next week debt. Luxury comes in many forms. Not having to worry about debt, about someone else owning a portion of what you make with your own hands, mind, and time is just another form of freedom and elegance. Number 12. A supporting inner circle. There's nothing you can buy that tops knowing that the people you care about have your back. You see, there's something called self-love, where you care about yourself so much you raise the standards of the people around you. The last thing you want is to be in a boat where you're rowing hard and others are drilling holes. Surround yourself with people who not only accept you for who you are, but are actively making you better. Friendship, family, the feeling of belonging, of finding your squad, your crew, your team, these are extremely valuable, and you'd be shocked to know how few people get to say they truly found theirs. These are the people who are emotionally generous, and they're sharing with you their good vibes, their energy, their soul, and excitement for life. Do you realize how valuable it is to have a source of unconditional love and support? If that's not a luxury, we don't know what is. Number 13. The time to enjoy art. At the very top of human existence lies art in all its forms. Art is human emotion trapped inside a painting, a song, a sculpture, or a film. Through art, you can connect with someone you've never met, but you'll feel what they're feeling when they made it. At one point in your journey, you'll realize art is about yourself. There's enough beauty in this world that you could spend your entire life trying to see it all and you would still fall short. Art is everything, not only in museums, in building, in clothes, on the streets, in ourselves. Who can watch the sky turn peach in a sunset or a murmur of birds changing the shape and not feel like they're witnessing art in motion? Our understanding of beauty is educated through art. We're surrounded by art, yet we keep our heads down. We stare at the art other people post for us. We stare at bills, at blue screens, under neon lights and buildings made of glass meant to offer views, but the only thing you can see out the window are other glass buildings. There's a luxury in having the time to enjoy and appreciate art for what it is. Art is the last form of magic, for the more you observe it, the more it transforms the way you experience life. Number 14. Spoiling yourself to indulge in your passions. How many of you are living with unfulfilled passions? True luxury is not having to sacrifice anything you really want. We don't find happiness in the material, but sometimes the material helps accentuate the happiness we've already found in ourselves. Passionate about fishing? Buy that premium gear, travel to the best spots, rent the right boat, and do not worry about how much time you have left. Luxury is about living in the moment with no regard to anything else. Passionate about tech? Buy every device you feel will allow your passion to evolve. Music? Build that studio for yourself. Photography? Get those expensive lenses. When you spend money on your passion, you're not wasting it, for it's your passions that make life worth living. Number 15. Reinventing yourself. Most people barely get to live one life, and even that happens not so often. What if I told you you could live more than one life? You can be more than you are. Assuming you're a young adult, you still have many life cycles ahead of you. Every 10 years, you could become a new person. Biologically, every single cell in your body dies out and gets replaced by a new one every 7 to 10 years. You should do the same. 10 years is more than enough time to indulge yourself in one field and master it. But why would one choose to spend their entire life replaying the same level over and over again? They live with the impression that experience makes them more valuable. But as a teacher who's been teaching 5th grade for 40 years, you don't really have 40 years worth of experience. You have a 1-year experience repeated 40 times. It's like never wanting to level up or play a different game for the rest of your life. This is why smart people batch up their lives. This is the part where you make money and play the game of business. This part where you follow your passion. This is the part where you focus on the development of your kids and your relationships. This is where you enjoy art and travel the world. Reinventing yourselves multiple times is a luxury not everyone can afford. Most people get stuck early on in the game and settle for a life filled with regret. Even if there's an afterlife or not, if reincarnation is a thing, why take the risk and wait for it to happen when you could do the same thing before you die? You have enough time to be many versions of yourself. Don't settle for the boring one. When all of these elements come together, you end up with an extraordinary life, a life that not only is worth remembering, but a life that's worth living. It inspires others to do the same. Do not take your life for granted just because you're going through hardships right now. Rest assured that incredible things are waiting for those who are willing to stretch their hands into the future, which is why we've taken the time to make this for you. Hopefully it inspires you to rethink what awaits for you in life, and we're curious to know, which of these luxuries will you make your mission to achieve in life? We really want to hear from you in the comments, as the conversation always continues there. And as a thank you for watching our video until the end, you're getting something extra. Your bonus. Youth. A luxury that's fading away fast. Many of you have probably heard those save $5 a day and by the time you're 65, you'll have enough to retire and enjoy life strategies. But let me ask you a simple question. Would you rather have sex on the beach in the Maldives when you're 65 or when you're 25? Which do you think is more exciting, more thrilling, more memorable? Every rich person out there would trade it all to be able to buy themselves youth. Yet most people throw it away with the promise of satisfaction waiting somewhere in the distant future. Life is about the balance between future and present. Don't trade the present for the future, and don't trade the future for the present. You should live both for now and prepare for tomorrow. Doing anything else will result in a wasted life. Enjoy your youth. Run, climb, hold hands, kiss, cry, laugh, experience life, for this window is closing day by day. With every passing day, the food tastes different, the sounds sound different, emotions feel different. The only way to win this game is to enjoy it through all of its stages. We really hope you're not wasting away your youth. Learn from those who did and do not make the same mistakes. We want you to see the luxury beyond the mundane and embrace living beyond what others have settled for. If everything we've mentioned in this video resonates with you, with your beliefs, if you have finally understood what luxury is and why it should be pursued in life, please write the word luxury in the comments. This way we know our message has reached the right people, the true A-Luxers who are here to see behind the curtain and find the value in the work we put in. We appreciate you, and we're super thankful for taking the time to be here with us today. Thank you for spending some time with us, A-Luxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, Alux.com. Thank you for being an A-Luxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.